I'm on the river here. It's one of the, not the best fishing days in the world, but we're going to fish some nymphs because there's not much life in the top of the water. The nymphs are ideal for this, so what I'm going to do here is going to work up the stream, or up this run, with some tungsten bead, pheasant tail and a small caddis fly, and basically just allowing it to drift down, watching the tip of the line. And hopefully we might catch a grayling or a nice brown trout. That was the bottom. But we'll just work our way up and cover the water. And here we are. Nice fish. Looks like a brown trout. It's not doing much of a fight, but it's a fish. And I'm going to come to the edge here and I'll show you this nice brownie. Now that's taking small pheasant tail. It's a lovely brownie, but a pound or so. I'm just going to work to the side here. There's a nice brown trout. Just hitting about the pound mark. And there's a pheasant tail right in the side of its mouth. There we are. Okay. Slip it back. Oop. And it's away. Just covering the river here. And to take my time. Working the nymphs through. And working my way up. Fishing up the stream like this is more productive, I feel, especially nymphing. Basically you're coming on to the fish and not over the fish all the time. Don't spook the fish as much. Just watch your line. If your line pauses or do anything at all, you've got to hit it. Just working along the edge here of the stream. Flies I'm using are size 14 and a size 16. Small pheasant tail and a small caddis fly. That was a nice pause, but nothing in the end. Just bend your line slightly over and allow the nymphs to drift free. Nope. The grayling will be really tight to the bottom. And I'll just work my way up. One of the nicest bits is just up here. Just a big stone sits up there, and just the back of the stone I usually take one or two grayling. Now I'm in a good part of the stream here. As you see just in front of that there's like a back eddy. Above that there's a big flat stone. Now just this side of the stream you'll find, well I find there's fish lie there regular, and it's a great area. If you're ever looking for an area for fish and line, that's where I'd look, because just at the back of that you'll get a concentration of flies or some nymphs. I mean, I'm starting to see more dries on the water, but just a bit bright today for the old fish want to come up, but that's why the bugs and the nymphs will score more safe for the grayling in days like this. So it's worth having a box of flies, weighted nymphs. Now I'm going to just cast right over, hit the back of that stone, hopefully not catch up on it, and allow the flies to drift and drop behind it. And I'm just going to work my way up, get a wee bit closer. You will have more control if you are closer to your flies. Oh, just missed a fish there. Now come back up. Just allow the flies to drop behind that stone. And there we are, fish straight away. Nice wee fish, not a monster, but it's a wee brown trout. Just where I expect to catch some fish. We'll get them back quite quick. Wet your hand, always wet your hand first before you touch the fish. These hooks are barbless, so it's just a matter of taking them off. He's wrapped his sail round the nylon a wee bit here, and he's away. We go back in there, hopefully catch more fish. There we go, just drop it behind. The taits sometimes can be really quick, so you've got to watch any wee pauses, anything at all, and it could easily be a fish. Right, drop the flies upstream, find the stone. Oh, no. Sometimes you've got to take a risk and drop your flies right on top of the actual stone. Hopefully it'll not catch. And I'm just going to flick it over. Keep the rod really high. Watch your line. The fish quite short. Get these flies down. Yep. Keep your line very high, especially with nymphs. You get hit in the back of the head if you're not careful. Just the bottom. Now I've got a nice grayling here. It's taking the small caddisfly in the point. There we go. Well, it's a nice fish, about maybe just under a pound or so. Right, there's a lovely grayling. Fins are really nice and clean. We'll put her back. There we go. Flies popped out because I'm fishing barbless. Much easier to return the fish if you're going to do that. This small caddis, this one here, worked extremely well. This is the small caddis pattern I was using on the river. As you can see, not much to it. The gold head, some seal's fur, a bit of fibres to form the wings or the legs of the fly. I'll quickly go into tying it. Now it's the size, this one's a size 14. I've got the hook ready, got the gold head on, bit of layer of lead on the body, all ready to go. The thread that I'm using is a Uni 80 in yellow. And all I'm doing here is quickly running down, covering the lead, cut away or break away the waste piece, then come back just to where the body would finish. I'm just the way back down and we tie in the rib. The rib is just a bit of plastic, a bit of polythene, clear, PVC. I use a small guillotine to cut the strips to the proper thickness. In this case, it's just under 2 mil. The body, we're using some seal's fur, and this one is a sulphur yellow. Some dubbing onto your thread. Just quickly run it up, tightening up, stretching the fibres out as you go. If they're a wee bit thick, you can just pull them, separate them, and form your kind of carrot shaped type body. All the way up to this point here. Once you've got enough, you can just simply take it off, a couple of turns. That's you ready. That's your body done. Don't worry about too many bits and pieces or fibres sticking out. That's the type of effect you want. Then come up, ribbon the body with the PVC. Tie it down. And trim away the waste. Tidy up. Now, this is a small hen saddle patch, which is a mottled type ginger. It's a lovely colour. Take one of the feathers off. And what I've done here is I've cut out the point. Gives me a right and a left. Basically, they're quite dense hen fibres. It works extremely well. Now, the length point should just about towards the back of the hook. Sit them on the top, fold it down each side. And you do 2 or 3 loose turns just to see how it's sitting. Because at this point here, you can actually move them around. Now, what I want to do is drop them down the sides. Just force them with your fingers down the side. Once you're happy where they are, tighten up. It's not the nicest looking, but it works extremely well. Then just simply trim away. You could use quills, hen quills or something, but I don't find it make any difference. It's just as long as you get a bit of leg type movement. And then for the thorax, some summer duck dyed seal's fur. You can use any synthetic as well, it's up to yourself. And then just build up your thorax using the seal's fur, even bringing the thread through it slightly, just to tighten it up. Come to the front. And then the easiest way to varnish these flies is to simply run the varnish onto the thread with a brush, straight in for a finish. Trim away the waste, get the fibres a wee bit long like that one, take it away. And there you are, that's a small, very simple caddis pattern that certainly catches a few fish for me.